All right, welcome back, everybody. And we got another preview in Dynasty, and it's Justin in the main division, Auldomus Prime, and the headline here, needing a reset button.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think looking at what he did, looking at his draft picks, looking at what our both records are for him, which they match, which I was highly surprised that both of our records match for him. He definitely needs a reset. Switching over to what he did last year, he went 4-9 last year. He did go 13-13. So doing quick math, he went 9-4 via season one, and he went from first to worst, which obviously looking at his team, it would make sense. He does have Lamar Jackson and Tannehill, James Robinson, Michelle Hyde, Clement, Goldman, Hubbard. Looking at his wide receivers, he has Hopkins, Chase, Tate, Smith, David Moore, who I actually got confused when I first looked at it. Seems like, oh, he has DJ Moore. I just traded him to no more, but no, it was David Moore. Looking at his tight ends, he has Kittle, Hollister, Ali Cox, who I'm actually a big fan on this season. I think Jack Doyle is a bum, but we'll see how that goes. Depends on if Carson Wentz comes back and plays or not. And then looking at his DL, it's not too bad. It's not too great. I believe I have them ranked. Let's just take a quick look. I actually have ranked 14th, so it's actually pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think at quarterback, Lamar and Tannehill are great quarterbacks, right? To put up that. Remember, he traded me Amari Cooper for James Robinson. We all gave him a hard time. Now that trade actually looks kind of good for him now. At least he has a running back. But that running back room, I mean, it's weak. It's really weak. Jamar Chase, right? Like, I mean, we thought he was adding an elite wide receiver. We'll see. Hopkins obviously is elite. The one guy I'm going to tell you to look out for on his team, because obviously I'm a Browns fan, David Njoku. I heard he's been lights out in camp at tight end and actually has looked like the best tight end for Cleveland in camp versus Hooper and Bryant. So
yeah, but they've been saying that for years now, and so except last year where Hooper came in. So we'll see how it actually does.
In contract year, everybody always seems to have an extra boost in a contract year.
Well, yeah, you want to make some money, obviously. Looking at his draft grades, you gave him a B-. I gave him a C+. I mean, they're pretty much spot on. I mean, Jamar Chase did fall to him, so that was a great pick, even though he's, at the time, it was a great pick. Apparently, the last week, he's been looking a lot better, making those picks, making catches, not having all those drops. But the question comes down to is, will those Instagram posts come back to haunt him? And then he took Hubbard in the second round. That's where I kind of was like, I don't really think this is the right pick here. And then took Dyami Brown, who's actually been looking pretty good, but still maybe a little too early. And then the very next pick also taking Mo Ali Cox, who I'm a big fan of, but again, I think that was a little too early as well. And then he took a kicker in a defense, and was at the 5th and the 6th round. So I think those are obviously too early for a team that has so many question marks on his roster as well. So that's why I gave him a C+.
Yeah, I mean, I give him the B- because before all the news with Jamar Chase, I think the right pick was Chase at 5. I think everybody else probably would have went Chase too, because he needed the wide receiver because he traded Amari Cooper to me. But remember, he picked it before Sermon and Javonte Williams and Carter, and that's always going to be judged. I actually like the Hubbard pick in round 2. He is a CMAC injury away from being really relevant. Dyami Brown, a flyer in round 3, still the right pick, I think, just trying to get draft picks, rookies for the future. And I actually like Butker and the Chiefs pick. So, that's why I gave him a bit of a B- there. But obviously with the recent news of Jamar Chase, why he got the downgrade.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I would honestly, over Brown, I would probably have taken Nico Collins or Josh Palmer. I think those will be better than Dyami Brown just in general. So those are the reasons why I think Dyami Brown went a little too high.
I agree with you there.
And then scrolling over, we both have them going 0-13. My ranking was before the James Robinson and then Sonny Michel got traded. So I think he might squeak out a win or two, just because they'll have better roles. But not maybe 1-12 now, 1-2-11, but nothing great.
Yeah, let's face it. He's okay. So 6 straight, it's 6 losses in the Ming. He plays my brother, he plays Matt and Bill's Mafia, he plays Curly Lamborghini. All those teams look really good. So that's 6 losses for him right there. Then when I look at who he plays outside the division, myself, Chris and No More, Unnecessary roughness, another good team. Vlad Jr. crew. So it's just not
Bills
going.
Mafia. Yeah.
It's not going to be a good season for Auldomus Prime, and he is that legit contender for the Hugh Jackson Award, I feel. And it's going to be neck and neck, I think, with him and Robert this year. And Justin, that's not an award you want, brother.
I agree. Definitely not a word I want. So yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I'm just looking. I mean, he even plays me, but I think the week that he plays me, most of his teams on a bye. So yeah, I think it's going to be a tough one for him, man. I agree. Especially playing in that division, it's hard.
That's your only one win that I projected you guys to get was against.
Hey, I'll take it.